Hey guys, finally got that stupid front pump out of this Turbo 400. The clutch pack inside of that, I think it's intermediate. I'm not an expert, I'm just learning. But I'm gonna quit jumping around. But this front pump was so stuck in this case, I end up having to grab that center part of the pump with a big pipe wrench and just hammer on the pipe wrench to get this stupid pump to come out of this case. I mean, now again, I'm no expert, but it sure as heck looks like someone rebuilt this transmission and the front pump went out on it. Because those are clutches. It's hard to tell in this light with this little camera light, but those clutches are still tan and squared off. They look new on that clutch pack, and the inside of it was clean as all get out, even though you could tell some goofball tried to pressure wash this Turbo 400, probably trying to get more money out of it. Wow guys, I have officially broken into my Turbo 400, started pulling off little things. Wow. You know, being that I am not a transmission rebuilding expert, I'm gonna say that's a pretty corroded, non-functional valve body at this stage, because it's literally full of muddy milkshake yuck. You know, I'm hoping that cast iron valve body can be cleaned up and reused. Knock on wood. They do sell those. You know, I'd prefer not to have to buy one, but you know, something that looks this bad, you can only cross your fingers and hope that it's salvageable. Okay, check this out. I want to see if anybody can fully grasp what I'm showing you. Okay, first thing I do is I start trying to remove the nut, because if you recall, a truck style Turbo 400 has a bolt-on yoke on the output shaft, not a regular slip yoke like a car. I thought, oh, go ahead and take this yoke off. Yes, you're seeing it in all of its glory. Someone has welded. That is literally like a nut and a washer combo piece with a grease zert in the middle of it. Somebody has welded it to the yoke, and it is welded all the way around. Solid weld all the way around to the yoke. I can only assume they had problems with it coming loose, or it was leaking transmission fluid. I don't know. But it looks like at some point they had tightened that little nut down and just welded it all the way around. So I'm sure that's going to be fun to try to grind off. I don't know yet. I'm going to continue with my disassembly process and see if I find any more lovely items that the previous owner has left for me. So I took the separator plate off case and was able to retrieve 5 check balls so far, but that gasket is literally one with the case. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do to safely remove that. So yeah, that happened. The gasket that goes between the separator plate and the actual case, that's going to be a chore to get off. Absolutely a chore. Let's take a gander at the burnt up clutch material inside this accumulator cover. Can you guys see this? There we go. That's what you want to see. Ta-da! Here's the after. Just a couple of paper towels and a little squirt of brake clean. All those years and all those sins are washed away. Here's a question. Is the spring under here factory or is it aftermarket? Dun, dun, dun. It's blue. Does anybody know? We will consult our YouTube disassembly and rebuilder videos and we will find out. That light blue spring under there could be factory, could be aftermarket. Well, that was a lot more fun than I was hoping. As I mentioned earlier, someone had literally welded the output yoke to the nut, which was in turn supposed to be screwed into the end of the output shaft. So far, the only thing I've done, here is the piece, if you guys can see that. There's the nut with the grease dirt that was literally in here, welded where you couldn't take it off, because I did try to take it off with a 1/2 inch impact. I had to literally take off a 1/4 inch weld all the way around this piece just to get this far. Now, what happens from this point? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, you guys got to see this. So basically someone, and maybe this is a known way to stop leaks, I don't know. Literally the grease dirt that was in that nut that was welded to the yoke, someone literally filled up this whole cavity with blue RTV silicone, which has created a blue RTV Reese's peanut butter cup. Awesome stuff. Let's finish pulling it out and see what we can find. Here's a better look at the blue RTV silicone Reese's peanut butter cup that somebody had filled this cavity completely full. Sorry about that. Completely filled that cavity via the grease dirt in that welded nut. Wow, that's interesting. Moving forward, one more tappy tappies. I think we'll have it off. A little bit nice to it here. There we go. Huh. That is amazing. Can't believe they did that. Huh. I don't think it hurt this. I mean, when I was grinding on that thing, I was prepared to go and order another output shaft. I don't think they hurt it at all, because all the weld was on the outside of the yoke and that nut. May have got lucky on that one.